This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Thursday, November 13th. I'm James Spann. The coldest night so far this season tonight. We'll be way down in the 20s tomorrow morning. Cold rain late this weekend, early next week. More cold air after that, but maybe warmer by Thanksgiving. Let's go in there and talk about all of this. A lot of things to discuss. First off, today it's cloudy and it's cold. This is coming from Cheaha State Park. And as I got that screen grab about 2 o'clock this afternoon, the temperature there was 33.7 degrees. We ought to be in the mid-60s here this time of the year. That's over 30 degrees below average. Wow. That's our Jasper Skycam, cloudy and cold there. They're sitting in the 30s at 39. But the sun breaking through up in northwest Alabama at Hamilton. And you can see that clearing beginning up in that part of the state. That's the visible satellite view. And the other clouds over Alabama should be exiting and getting out of here tonight as the wave moves on to the east. The wave that brought some rain to South Alabama today. A little sleet in spots across North Alabama earlier today, but of course that didn't amount to anything. What you see is what you get. Very cold upper air pattern across the nation. And look at that. A lot of North Alabama communities are not out of the 30s. In fact, some spots barely above freezing. Got 34 for Fort Payne and Cullman, 35 for Haleyville, Gadsden, 39. You think it's cold here, though. Again, Wyoming tends to be the center of this whole thing. I think the cold spot out there was 34 below 0 Fahrenheit this morning. 34 below. That's not a wind chill. That was the actual observed low at a community in Wyoming. And at midday, they're still below 0 in spots. Freezing all the way down to the Gulf Coast. Freeze warnings for the Alabama Gulf Coast. The counties there in the darker shades. And again, to the north, the Weather Service offices in Huntsville and Nashville and Memphis, they've stopped doing freeze warnings because everybody up there has already had a significant freeze. This is the rain for the next 5 days, valid through Tuesday evening of next week. Heavier totals, perhaps over west central Alabama. This is almost hinting some of the Black Belt communities like Demopolis and Uniontown and Selma might receive over 1.5 inches. Generally speaking, the amounts will be about 1/2 to 1 inch where we are, and that will be Sunday afternoon, Sunday night into Monday. And if you're looking for snow this weekend, there's some possibilities. This is the chance of greater than 1 inch of snow between 6 o'clock Saturday morning and 6 o'clock Sunday morning. And some of the cities expecting the white stuff: Kansas City, Des Moines, Omaha, St. Louis, Chicago, and Milwaukee. All right, model fans, let's take a look. This is the GFS, the Global Forecast System, the 12Z run, valid at noon tomorrow. And the little wave that brought the clouds around today, that's on to the east, and tomorrow will be a brighter day. The sky will be sunny, but it's going to be breezy and cold. The high only in the mid-40s, despite the sun. The NAM is printing a high of only 43, the GFS 45, and the Moss products have been too warm lately, so we'll trend toward the colder NAM at 43. Saturday morning will be cold again. Mid-20s are likely. We'll be close to 50 Saturday afternoon with the sun out. 51 is the high coming off the NAM. That'll be about the kickoff temperature for the Alabama-Mississippi State game, but they'll drop back quickly in the 40s in Tuscaloosa once the sun goes down. And over in Athens, Georgia, for the Auburn game, clear and cold with temperatures there in the 40s. No precipitation issues on Saturday, but Sunday, here we go with our next wave. And all of a sudden, this run is faster. We have seen a lot of inconsistency in the timing of this. Now the GFS is suggesting the rain might start Sunday morning over North Alabama. But we'll stick with our current forecast of the rain becoming likely Sunday afternoon and Sunday night into Monday. This is Monday morning at 6 o'clock. And again, this is the high-resolution GFS. This is the new higher grid resolution model run. It's in the beta, and it's become operational, I think, next month. But it's performed pretty well. And if this is right, Monday morning at 6 o'clock, we'll just be in a soaking rain. We need this. This is a good kind of rain for us. And this is suggesting snow on the northern flank of the precipitation. And I think that's right. I mean, it's very cold. Come on. I mean, look at the numbers here. But Little Rock, Jackson, Tennessee, Paducah, Kentucky, Cincinnati, Louisville, I think all those cities have a chance of getting snow late this weekend, early next week. Now, this is Monday at 6 o'clock. This is interesting. The GFS here, the high-resolution GFS, continues to want to pull down some colder air. It's got the freeze line down to Birmingham at 6 o'clock Monday evening with some lingering snow on the backside of this departing storm. The surface low is not too far from Washington, D.C. Could it happen? Yes. And, we'll adjust the forecast as we get closer. We have seen other runs that don't do this. But whatever, it's going to be mainly a rain event. And yes, maybe some chance of a little bit of snow on the backside as colder air pulls in, but we're just going to downplay that for now because the confidence level is not very high. The one thing we are confident of is going to be very cold once this storm passes. Again, this is the GFS at midday Monday, the synoptic scale GFS, and it's got everything out of here by midday Monday. And then look at Tuesday. Man, the 540 line goes down there below Birmingham, almost to Montgomery. Again, we're not going to get out of the 30s on Tuesday if this is right. And this is Wednesday. The isobars are missing off this chart, but the wind should be nearly calm because the surface high is on top of Alabama. So Wednesday morning will most likely be the coldest morning. In fact, let's look at the numbers real quick coming off the ensemble. Next week's got a high of 37 on Tuesday for Birmingham, a low Wednesday morning of 23, and I think clearly the colder spots go in the teens. But after that, we warm up. Hey, look at this low 60s coming back around the week of Thanksgiving. No doubt it will be warmer over the last week. I think that is a very clear message. This is Thursday of next week, a week from today. Hey, rain breaks out west of the state. We're still dry. And this is Friday, November 21st, and that looks wet. So it looks like another rain event at the end of next week. And, of course, that's just all rain. Let's go to Thanksgiving week. This is Thanksgiving Eve. This is 6 o'clock Wednesday evening, November 26th. And if this is right, a big rain, thunderstorm type event. And again, we have seen excellent consistency in this idea. And then on Thanksgiving Day, the rain is gone. It's cloudy and sharply colder, but not the kind of cold air that we have today. That would probably drop highs maybe in the upper 40s or low 50s if this is right. And this is the end of the forecast, Saturday, November 29th, and the heights are way up. This is a radically different upper air look, and again, that would just be seasonal, dry, sunny, with temperatures where they should be for this time of the year. We'll check the teleconnections. This is the AO, the Arctic Oscillation forecast. It bumps up toward the positive range later this month, and that tends to shut down the Arctic inflow. And it can be cold with a positive AO, but not as cold as it is now. And the NAO trends positive, again, which kind of shuts everything down. So, again, all of this is suggesting the last week of November should be considerably warmer than what we have right now. Nothing extremely warm, but temperatures getting back to where they should be for this time of the year. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.